Hi, I'm Matt Inman. I'm the CTO, designer, and developer of SEOmoz, and today I'm going to be talking about some quick and easy link building tactics you can use on your website. These aren't really intended as long-term strategies or anything like that. They're just kind of something that you can walk away from and quickly have a few ways to generate links without a lot of effort. So the first one is give out awards to your competitors. If you have a bunch of competing sites and you want them to link to you, one tactic is to give them like the Best Kittens Website Award or whatever their particular sector happens to be. If they're, if they are wise to the fact that you're probably an SEO and you're trying to get a link from them, you can always set up a second domain, call it kittenawards.com or whatever it is, and then wait a couple months and then just 301 that domain to you. And theoretically, you could start having, most of your competitors linked to you, because if there's one thing that you can appeal to, it's their vanity, because people love to receive awards. So the next one's kind of similar. Flatter somebody, write a blog post about another blogger or a CEO of a company talking about how they're an inspiration to us all and how they're changing the industry. And hopefully you'll get a link back from them. And again, if they are wise to the fact that you're a competing site, like why are you linking to them? Why are you rewarding them? Set up a second domain and then just 301 it later once the links are there. It's not really black hat, it's just kind of a dick thing to do, but it'll get you links. So the other one is a more specific example. Lately it seems like top 10 lists with photos in them is a good way to get on Dig or a Netscape or Stumble Upon or wherever it is you want to be and attract a ton of links. The example specifically that I'm going to point out is there's this giant bunny rabbit on the internet. He weighs, like 20 pounds. It's from Germany. If you could find pictures like that of gigantic pets and just make a huge list of them, submit it to Stumble Upon in the photos category, I guarantee you'll get like a couple hundred visitors an hour for probably like a month on end. Don't know if it'll make Dig or not, but still, it'll probably attract links from some of the other social media websites. Netscape. Try writing a mediocre article, like top 10 ways to, to go on a first date or something like that. It doesn't really have to be a huge investment of your time. Pay a copywriter to do it. Submit it to Netscape, have like 4 or 5 of your friends vote it up, and it'll probably be promoted to the homepage. You'll get okay traffic from it, but the Netscape link itself is pretty good, and sometimes you'll generate links from other people who read it and link to it. The next one, pick any sort of like tech-oriented thing or blogger-oriented subject, like you could say the marketing tactics of Steve Ballmer are similar to the mating patterns of Madagascar hissing cockroaches. Obviously, there's no merit to that. I just kind of made it up, but I guarantee people will link to it and people will think it's funny. So that's one thing to do. Just pick some like blogger-oriented thing, like FeedBurner or RSS or comments or subscriptions or whatever, and then throw some like nonsensical funny thing at it, and you'll probably attract links that way. And it doesn't take a lot of time to put these together. So another tactic that SEOmoz we endorse that seems to be working right now, I don't know if there's a lot of longevity to it, but spamming on the square. Google for it, we're the first result, or look at social media marketing tactics. Basically just going to these social media sites like Squidoo and Dig, Reddit, Delicious, there's tons of them, Magnolia, and building links that way. I know that a lot of the sites like Squidoo have gotten overrun with SEOs, so they don't have as much value as they used to, but it still kind of works right now, so that's one way to build links if you're just trying to quickly build a few, and if your sector isn't particularly competitive, that can work. Another one that I actually have never really tried, but it seems like it would work, and I've read about other people having success with it. Search for your target phrase, like let's say it's blue ponies. Search for blue ponies and then phrases like create profile, add URL, public profile, submit, suggest a site, things like that. Try to find forums that are out there where you can submit a profile and drop your URL in or your link. I did something like this a while back when I was searching on .gov websites for SQL injection so that I could inject links into the websites, but obviously that's black hat. I was just doing it as a test. But you could also do a similar thing, not necessarily looking for injected websites, but websites that just have forms that you can submit things to and generate links that way. And the last thing, and this is something I have not tried, and I actually haven't seen if anybody's brought it up yet in the SEO world, but I think it's really interesting. It's called the Amazon Mechanical Turk, and it's basically a service Amazon is providing where you can set up a specific set of tasks and a specific price and a way of measuring whether or not people are performing those tasks, and pay people to do things on the internet like build MySpace profiles for you, or build links for you, or like let's say you have a database that's mangled and for some reason there has to be some hand review involved or some hand editing. You can pay people. It's almost like outsourcing people to do grunt work for you. So in the realm of SEO, it seems like you could do really well with that if you were to pay people to generate links or get on forums and write copy there. So if anybody has any experience with it, feel free to post in the comments because I would be immensely curious to find out. So anyway, this is Whiteboard Friday, and yeah, we'll see you next time.